Welcome to Insure Your Insurance with me, Chandelight Bowser. Today we are talking about your 401k and how to recover the money that you may have lost in the recent market downturn. So today we're going to be watching a video and it's about how to get a double bump on your 401k. So what you can do is long story short, you can actually turn your 401k from a 401k into an annuity. It's called a fixed index annuity. When you switch it over, you automatically get a premium, which is about a 15% bump. So basically, that would be recovering 15% of the 29% that you've lost. And then after that, once the market returns, you get a double bump, a bump on top of that. So let's say the market then goes up 29%, or something like that. And then that's when you get an additional bump. So you may want to set yourself up for to get that bump. Now, this is going to be the most crucial for people who are maybe in their 50s and 60s who are looking to retire soon. So they don't really have time for the market to return to normal. They basically needed to return to normal as soon as possible, and then after that, they may be going into retirement, or they may need it immediately. So if I went down 29% and I can at least recover 15% so that I can retire, this video is for you. However, there are people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s sometimes that are going to be working a little bit longer and have time for the market to recover. If that is you, right now is the time for you to buy as much assets as you can. So you want to speak with a stockbroker to talk about which stocks you want to invest in now that they are at their lowest prices, because this is the best time to do that. For me, I always knew that when we got back into a recession, which we were going to eventually, that it would be important for me to amass as many assets as possible to put myself in a position to do that, to buy houses once the prices go down, to purchase stocks at their lowest prices. So some people are selling their 401ks because they've lost so much money. It's probably a better idea to buy as much stocks as you can at their lowest price and then wait for them to go back up, and then that's where your money is going. Some people have sought, basically my advice on starting a business right now. In my personal opinion, I think that's not a good idea because most businesses do fail within the first 5 years. Statistics say about 90%. Okay, so you don't want to be with a struggling business and then have a down market. Probably not the best idea right now. Right now, it's time for you to get something stable, a recession-proof job, and make as much as you can at that job, and then use that to purchase assets, whether 401k, you switch it to an annuity, you're buying assets like homes, things that go up over time. And so basically, because they're going to be at their cheapest price in the recession. So after these messages, you're going to basically listen to just how you can get a double bump and stay recession proof after these messages. And we're back here on Insure Your Insurance. As I promised, we do have a video here for basically the double bump, how to stay recession proof although you've dropped 29%. So we're going to have that video play for you right now.
Greetings everyone, Sean Ruggiero. I want to talk to you about something I developed called the double bump. The double bump method, which helps people who are getting ready for retirement, who are in retirement, use a fixed index annuity to protect themselves moving forward. We're going to look at the NASDAQ, okay? So 2022, and we're recording this in July of 2022. 2022, if we look back historically, is the worst first half of a year in the stock market that we've had for over 50 years. The worst since 1970. Where will it go from here? Well, if we look at the NASDAQ from November 15th to July 12th, it has dropped 29%. Where will it go from here? First and foremost, I think it's important you ask yourself this question. Are you a buyer or you're a seller? If you're young, 20, 30, 40, maybe even 50 years old, still contributing to your 401k or your retirement, then a down market is advantageous. You can use dollar cost averaging and get more shares per dollar and build wealth later. But I'm talking about those people who are selling. They're getting ready for retirement or they're in retirement. And every month, rather than put money in, they need to take money out. Now a down market, regardless of what the future gains are going to be, could be the kiss of death, because a down market with sequence of returns risk could completely deplete their retirement too early. So let's use something called the double bump. What is the double bump? Well, first, let's do a little 101 on what a market index can do. We just established that the market index over the last 8 months dropped 29%. It's going to do one of three things. I know that's an obvious statement, but we have to understand this. One, it could decline more. It could drop even more, and 2022 could be one of the worst years we've had in the market in a long time. Two, it could stay the same. Three, it could gain. We just don't know. So what I suggest is using what I call the double bump method to protect yourself, but also allow yourself the best ability to participate when the market does come back. So the first bump you're going to see using a fixed index annuity, and this one I'm citing one called the Performance Elite 15 from Athene, an A+ rated carrier out of Des Moines, Iowa. The first bump you're going to see when I talk about the double bump is a premium bonus. When you put money into this, you're going to get a 15% bonus on that immediately. So if we lost 29% and we put that money into a Performance Elite 15, we immediately recuperate 15%. Now, what if the market continues to go down? Rule number one, benefit number one of a fixed index annuity is that you never participate the downside. So you establish that you're going to gain that 15%, but you won't gain any of that negative. So you made a very wise choice by one, protecting your money, but by two, adding that 15% gain initially. The other option is it could stay the same. If it does, it wouldn't hurt you to leave the money in, but you certainly wouldn't have any gains. So just like the previous scenario, the 15% bonus would hold and you would lose no more money. But what if, whether it happens later in 2022, or maybe 2023, or maybe 2024, we just don't know, but eventually that market's going to come back. If that market comes back, here's the great thing about a fixed index annuity. It participates in the upside of the market. That is your second bump. Now, I want you to know something. It doesn't get all the gains, and it certainly doesn't beat the market, but unlike treasury bonds, CDs, money market accounts, these other safe, guaranteed products, it does participate. So it has a potential for very high gains when it comes to a safe money investment. That is your second bump. So when we talk about how to deploy the double bump method, it's simple. Just take the money, put it into an FIA, using a bonus for the first bump, avoiding any downturns that might be coming up, and then participate in the upside of the market when it does recover. And that's the second bump. So there you have it. There's the double bump method. If you have any questions, please email us, info@fflams.com. Thank you.
Okay, so now you see that bump up gives you a 15% premium. So just for switching it from your 401k, you're now switching it to a fixed index annuity that automatically gives you a premium of 15%. And then later on, when that market returns, that's going to be your second bump, which is great because it may go up an additional 29%. So you got the 15 premium and then the additional 29. How about that? So that is the perfect way to double bump, keep yourself recession proof, and turn your 401k into a fixed annuity where you're going to get at least a 15% premium just for switching it over. Now that is our lesson today on turning your 401k into a fixed index annuity to get yourself a double bump and stay recession proof. Thank you for joining me here on Insure Your Insurance. Make sure you give us a call to do just this at 916-949-1742. The number's on the screen. Have a great one.